Well, hello everyone, and welcome to day 5 of our pantry challenge. Yesterday was a success, Thursday was a success, and I know today will be also, because this morning for breakfast, my children had, they leave early for some ministry work, a few of them. So they had leftover cinnamon rolls from last night. They warmed those up, and my son made a smoothie. And then those that are staying had cinnamon rolls. You guys didn't eat anything else, right?
I just had cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
And now I'm having coffee.
So, and Amelia's having coffee. So anyway, so that we have that. I'm not a big breakfast eater anymore. I used to be. When I was doing that low carb thing, I was doing breakfast all the time, and then I stopped. And just like for 3 years now, I just am not interested in eating until lunchtime. So anyway, what I'm doing over here is making chicken noodle soup for lunch. I have my pot going over here. I have celery that we bought yesterday at the store. We bought carrots, but I found the rainbow carrots. So I was like, why don't I just cook those up? I have a red onion instead of a white onion. It'll still work. And then I found these in the pantry, mini farfalle, I don't know, mini bow ties. Okay, we're gonna have that. And so I'm going to cook this up real quick, and I have my chicken right here. I went ahead and put chicken in my kasori. If you guys are interested, and if you haven't bought an electric pressure cooker yet, this one is fabulous. I like this one better than the Instant Pot. So, because it comes with all these functions, and you don't have to upgrade. It's a 6-quart, but I know some of the Instant Pots don't have all the functions. You know, you have to buy a different, like a better one and all that stuff. So everybody has their preferences, and I really prefer this one because it has all the different settings on here. I love that I just push the button and press on for brown rice or pasta. Like right now I'm just doing the poultry setting. It's pre-set, so I don't have to look up how many minutes and stuff to cook things, which just makes it less to remember, you know. So anyway, so we're gonna have chicken noodle soup when they get home. Alexa, what's the temperature? It's like 56.
Right now, it's 61 degrees.
Oh, it's up to 61. I think it was 56 when I got up. So, yeah, somebody gave us some of this food. I didn't show you the pantry challenge. We were given 2 cans of black beans, 2 cans of green beans. Not this. This was in our pantry. 2 bags of spaghetti, 2 bags of pinto beans, pizza sauce, which we will use tonight, organic refried beans, spaghetti sauce, and creamy peanut butter. So I'm going to check the dates and find out if I should be eating these before anything else that I have. So I'm leaving these down here to check them out. It is dinner time. I made the pizza dough. I used half whole wheat of the same brand of flour in this. And here's the second half, 2 loaves. I have one in the oven. There's cheese and bacon bits, and this one's going to be just the mozzarella. This is the cheese that I couldn't decide whether or not to buy or not at Grocery yesterday because it was like good $7. But we already had this. We already had this. This was given to us. So the garlics that were given to us today. And I love rolling out the dough with this. It's so much easier than a rolling pan. A rolling pin, I mean. Just it's been amazing using this. So I have these pans, and they have the holes in the bottom like that, and it just makes the crust all nice and crisp and everything. So I have one in the oven. I cook them at 450. The recipe I used for this dough is the same recipe I use for my fresh milled wheat bread. So maybe I'll link it down below if I remember. But anyway, so this is like basically everything we've already had. I already had the yeast, I already had the flour, I already had salt and oil and everything. All I had to do was buy cheese, and then we were given that. I may have to get some more sauce. I don't think that's going to be enough for 2 more pizzas. I tried to do it sparingly so it would last, so we'll see. And that's really it so far. There's nothing else to show you. I'll show it to you when we're done. How about that? I'll show you the pizza when it comes out of the oven, because that crispy, yummy pizza, right? So I'll show it to you when it comes out of the oven so you can see it. All right, so here is the pizza all done. I cooked 4 pizzas, and this one is cheese. They've already eaten the first bacon. This is half of the first cheese. This is the other bacon, and then I have a cheese in the oven. Is it good? So this is what we eat every Friday. I've been making homemade pizza since before my oldest child was born. I've been making it from scratch and everything. So it's just been a tradition that's been probably our whole marriage. We've been making pizza. You know, we used to just make one pizza. Now I have to make 4. So anyway, this is what we're eating. You know, it's simple but delicious, and it is a pantry staple food. I mean, well, besides the cheese, of course, I did have to buy the cheese. So for the most part, I've already had everything, and I spent only, like I said, $40-something on groceries this week. So today's the end of Friday. If they have anything else to eat, it'll probably be something that we got. Probably nothing. Oh, the gummies. They're going to have some gummies later. And, yeah, if you still have that candy bar, the food pantry gave us candy bars too, so that's a blessing.
Favorite candy bar.
Yeah, she loves Milky Ways. So anyway, that's it for today, Friday. Let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today I'll come, let's see, this video will include Saturdays, so I'll come back tomorrow and share with you what we got for day 6. Until then, be a blessing, I suppose. Good morning. Today is Sunday, and it was time change Sunday. We turned our clocks back last night, so this is what we're eating for breakfast. Before church, we have the same thing we ate the other day. We rehydrated the potatoes, so we gave everybody a couple eggs and the fried potatoes, and then I had extra potatoes because I hydrated too many, so now the kids are just eating the potatoes, so I got to refill the bowl. These are all the eggs we had. We have a ton of eggs from the chickens, so we had everybody get a couple eggs. And this is all food they already had. The chickens are giving us the eggs. How many we get so far today? 8? Today we got 8 eggs, and there's 11 laying. And then we have the hash browns, which we already had in the pantry. Added salt and pepper, nutritional yeast. Sorry, that's the vacuum. Salt, pepper, nutritional yeast, and a little bit of garlic, right? Yeah, that's what I added. So this is what we're eating for breakfast, and we have potluck at church today, so I will do my best to remember potluck, at least show you what it looks like and what we're eating there. So I wanted to show you what I made. I cooked my noodles. I have a ton left over. I used a 2-pound bag, but I made the goulash sauce in here, and then I have it on warm in my slow cooker, and I mixed it all together, and there is the Depression era goulash. It did call for tomatoes, but not tomatoes, mushrooms. I don't have any canned mushrooms, so I left it out. But it's, let's see, ground beef. I used crushed tomatoes. It called for stewed, but I used what I had. Tomato soup. I just happened to have some that needed to get used. 2 cans of green beans. It's supposed to have mushrooms in it. The noodles. Let me think what else. And then salt, pepper, garlic, a tad amount of red pepper flakes, and I can't remember what else. Okay, I'll link down the recipe below. I have to go finish getting ready for church. I have to brush the hair and put some makeup on and get ready, but it's all set there. I had to, I taste tested the sauce 3 different times to get it right, but because it tasted like tomato soup when I first did it, you know. And then I added a little bit of sugar. I added more garlic. I did not add salt because the salt was good. And then I finally got it to where it was good. I added more chili powder. So now I'm going to go get ready for church. Next time you'll see me, it'll probably be at potluck. And if I forget, because we're at church and I forget, at least you saw what we're bringing. And then I have no idea what the others are bringing. But that's what we're going to do for dinner, lunch, and then we bring home leftovers, and if the kids are hungry, because we usually eat around 4 at church, and then we'll get home about 5:30, maybe 6, and if they're hungry, they can eat leftovers. But there's really not going to be many other meals. I showed you breakfast, and this is how Sundays go. The kids will bring a snack on the table that we got from the food pantry, are those snack bars. So that's, sorry about the lights. So there we go. That's what they'll have. They'll have the snack bars on the way to church. I'll bring some water, another coffee. We have a coffee break at church too, so like in between services. So everybody will get a cup of coffee, a cup of hot chocolate, a cup of tea. I usually have a cup of tea when it's cold. And that's it. So I will see you later. Just got home from church. Oh, look how ragged from the end of the day. It's 6:30 and it's so dark outside, isn't it? So I want to share with you We brought home all the extra food, so I'm going to show you everything that we had at church. Okay,
Can't look at it.
one of our ladies made caramel apples, so this is the last 3. And so we brought them home. This caramel sauce is so good. No go apple. All right, and then we brought these and nobody really ate them. Another lady brought pumpkin pie, which everybody loves, right? And then there's a chocolate pie. But one lady made this. This is so good. It's like a taco casserole. The meat, she said she's mixed it with like a Bisquick and like tortillas or tortilla chips. It's so good. That was so good. She let us take this home. My mother-in-law had somebody make Filipino food, Filipino chicken, and then the dent in my goulash. And it's like still hot. Isn't that amazing?
It is?
I'm going to have some of this tonight. And then this is the leftover chocolate cake. She let us take that home. So you guys got lots of goodies, don't ya? So that's like what we have. Plus my mother-in-law made rice and a you got to eat the whole thing though, okay? And your caramel apple is in the car. I didn't grab it. My hands were full. There's the apple. I was going to bring this with me.
Oh.
I said I thought I brought an apple and I just found it on the counter. What was I just saying? Oh, my mother-in-law brought a dish of rice and a friend of hers made her some Filipino chicken. And it was very good. I don't know what it was called, but it was this marinated chicken that was delicious.
Can I have this instead?
Yes, you can have whatever you want if you're hungry. So I'm going to go get changed, wash my face because my eyes are so sensitive from the makeup and the windy day, and clean up the mess here. I'll come back tomorrow with what we eat from the, I can't ride the dog, eating out of the pantry for tomorrow, for Monday.